Hey y'all, I have a box of some of Premier's new yarn in, and I'm so excited to open it with you guys. They just came out with a plush line as well. I've got a link in the description below, so I'm going to be ordering some of that, but I'm waiting just a little bit. I'm gonna order like a couple of colors just to try it out. I'm so excited for that one though. I really love the new colors that they just launched in the Parfait Chunky line, so that's what I have here. Let's unbox them together and see what they look like in person. I'm already so excited. Okay, so some of these are not new colors. Like there's a couple in here, but most of them are. So forgive me if I call one of them a new color that's not. Some of the colors that I really wanted were already sold out because I didn't get to them on the first day. I got to it the second day. So I didn't get, like, almond butter was one of them that I really wanted, and I wasn't able to get that. And I think Marshmallow was the other one. I'll post it below. I'll post the name of it. I wasn't able to get that one either, but oh, carrot was, oh my gosh, I was so upset I didn't get carrot. But they are coming out soon with carrot and mint in the Parfait plush, and I think that those are the colors that I'm going to get. So that's why I'm waiting a little bit on the new yarn, because I really want to get the carrot in that one, and I want to get the mint as well. But I was able to get all of the other colors that I wanted, and they had so many like really good fall colors. So, but I did get some of the older colors that are in like fall colors because I'm going to start transitioning into doing more like of the fall plushies because we are getting to that time of year. So bear with me if I misquote, but I will try to tell you guys correctly which ones are the brand new colors versus which ones were the colors that were released a few months ago. So this first one is Harvest, and I believe Harvest is one of the ones that was from earlier this year. Again, I might tell you guys completely wrong on all of these, but, and I try to get 2 skeins of each color because I have found that that's usually like my happy medium spot. Usually one skein isn't quite enough for the majority of patterns that I do because I tend to lean towards more complex ones. So one skein usually isn't enough, so I usually end up getting or needing around 2, 1.5 to that area. So I've got 2 in most of these colors, if not all of them. So this is Harvest. I love this color. I love it. It is so beautiful, y'all. And of course, we've got that beautiful soft texture. It's fluffy, definitely on the thinner side for a 6. They weigh this at a 6 bulky. Anybody who hasn't worked with Premier Parfait Chunky, it is not a super bulky 6. It is definitely on the lighter side. So if I were going to compare it to something that's in store, I would compare it more towards like, it's a little bit thicker than Big Twist Posh or Yarn Bees. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like Snuggles or something like that. I'll look up the name and I'll post it below. But I would say that this is a little bit thicker than Big Twist Posh, but it is definitely thinner than Big Twist Plush. So somewhere in between those. I know it's really hard with a 6 weighted yarn. They tend to like go from one end to the other. The next one, this is one of their new colors, Apricot. Oh, I love this. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is beautiful. Look at that color. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is definitely a color that I could see myself using, especially when you're looking for more of the natural brown tones. This would be super cute if you're making the hot dog pup pattern from Ale Crochet, Morgan's hot dog pup pattern. I could totally see this being a really good color for the hot dog bun. But also like if you're making a cow and you want to do lighter colored spots, I could see this working with so many different animals. And even as a good skin tone if you wanted something that's more in like the medium range. So I definitely think that this is a beautiful color. Very beautiful. That's Apricot. The next one that we have, this is Maple Leaf. Maple Leaf. I love this as well. Oh my goodness. That looks so good in the camera too. This is beautiful. This will definitely make some beautiful fall patterns. And I mean, it's super soft as always. That's one thing that I love about Parfait Chunky is how consistent the texture is. Not all of Premier yarns are very consistent with the softness of their yarn, but Parfait Chunky is very consistent. Doesn't matter which color you get. Occasionally a dye lot will be a little bit tougher, but for the most part, they're very consistent with that line. I will say that the coloring varies slightly more from one dye lot to the next, I feel like, than some of their other yarn. but I will trade that out for the softness. And I find as long as I order at the same time, which is why I tend to order 2 skeins at a time, as long as I do that, I find that the dye is usually from the same exact lot or a close enough lot that it's not noticeable the difference. Moving on, Chestnut. Chestnut is definitely one of the new colors. I love this. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. It's definitely like a reddish brown. I would say it is more red in tone than Teddy Bear or Acorn. Here's that. Okay, so here is Teddy Bear, and then here is Chestnut compared to it, so you can definitely see the red tone. It's very obvious on camera. So that's the difference in those. And then we've got Acorn here. Acorn is on the bottom, and then Chestnut is on the top. Again, you can definitely see the difference in the red tones. Now, when you see Teddy Bears on the bottom, now you can see the variation. So Teddy Bear is the darkest, then Acorn's a little bit higher and lighter, but it's definitely from the same color family. Chestnut is absolutely a different color family, but it is beautiful. I mean, I don't think that the camera really does this justice. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous brown. I very much love it, and I think that this will be beautiful for any fall patterns, but especially if you're pairing it with the apricot. I mean, those look so beautiful together. Really, truly beautiful. I love that. But yeah, so if you're wondering the difference, and then if you want to compare apricot, apricot feels like it's closer to the Teddy Bear and Acorn family. Apricot's on top, Acorn in the middle, Teddy Bear on bottom. And that's the difference between those 3 shades. It's definitely more of an ombre effect here. Definitely the same color family on those 3, which I love that. Yes, Ginger, I hear you. And then to close it out, comparing one more. So this is Rust. And I would say that Chestnut is a lot closer to what I expected Rust to be. So this is Rust, and it is in the Premier Basics. I don't have Rust in Premier Chunky. I don't know that they even make it in Chunky, but I would say Chestnut is what I expected Rust to be when I ordered it. It definitely has like a reddish hue, but it's brown to it. So whereas like Rust has more of an orangish tone on this one. And a good friend of mine said that she feels like the Rust tone differs on the different ones that you get, which I've noticed is pretty common with the basic Chanel. Softness and color varies pretty much on, you know, dye lot to dye lot. You're going to see a lot more variations in this than you will with the Chunky line, the Parfait Chunky. So all of that to say that she said that she's received some skeins that were more red and had more of that tone to it. So it's probably, the dye lot that I got is probably a little bit more on the orange side for this one than some of the others. But this is a beautiful, I would say, rustic brown, and it's very gorgeous. And that's compared side by side with the Rust color. Let's get to a very exciting yellow. This is Summer Squash, and I am here for it. Oh my goodness. Look how beautiful that is. My goodness. I'm in love with that yellow. I'm in love with this. I've been buying a lot of yellows lately. I know y'all have probably noticed that, but these are gorgeous. Now let's compare to some of the other yellows that we have. So this is Sunshine. And you can see how much more golden this one is. Sunshine is on top, Summer Squash is on bottom. So definitely a much bolder yellow. And then this is Lemon. And I was very curious myself, like what the difference was. Now, of course, Lemon I have in the Premier Basics, not in Chunky. So, of course, the texture of the yarn makes a difference, but they are very similar. I would say in person, you can tell a difference. There is a more neon brightness effect to the Premier Basics Lemon than there is to the Summer Squash, but they are super close. And I mean, I would say the Summer Squash is like a true sunflower yellow. My granddaddy, he grew sunflowers every year in part of his garden. And this is like legitimately the yellow, the bright, bold yellow of the sunflowers that he had. And I love how truly golden this one is. And the Lemon is very, very close. I would say it's also a true sunflower color because of course there's no one shade to sunflowers. They all come in different colors and shades, but I would say either one of those would be perfect if you're doing any kind of sunflower item. Also would be perfect for a sun. I've seen these like Jellycat inspired sun plushies, and I think that this would be beautiful for that as well. Next, we have mustard. This is not one of the new colors. This is something that they have had, but I said that I was doing more fall stuff and getting ready for it, so that is why I picked this. This is a beautiful color for, I don't know how many of you are Fourth Wing fans, but this would be a beautiful color for Andarna. I don't know if anybody has made her using this color before, and I don't know how many of you are Fourth Wing fans, but Andarna, I bet, would turn out gorgeous in this mustard color. But I definitely thought that this was a beautiful mustard, and I'm hoping to do some fall plushies with that. Moving on, there were 2 new green colors in this line, and if you have seen my video of redoing my yarn supply, obviously I have more than enough green. I've got 2 boxes on the shelves filled with it, but I don't have these green, so I need these green now. We have Kaale green. This is gorgeous. I love this. This Kaale green is really, really pretty. It's a very true green. Very true green. And I could see this being so gorgeous for making flowers and anything that you're wanting to mimic some of the greens in the garden. I just think that this is a perfect green for that. But I would say the closest Premier Parfait Chunky color that they have to this is probably going to be emerald, and I think that that's not even close to this. So this is definitely a unique shade that I feel like they didn't have before. And I love that they're filling some of the gaps in the shades with some new colors. So I think that this was a great addition for them. It was part of why I picked the summer squash, because I thought that these 2 would be beautiful together. And I mean, they truly are. Look at them in person together. Look how gorgeous that is. That's just absolutely stunning. I love it. Let's move on. The next green that I got is pistachio, and it does not disappoint. This does not disappoint at all. I love this. I love this. Oh my goodness, y'all. I am definitely going to have to make something with this, and soon. This is gorgeous. This is everything that I want in a beautiful green shade. This is going to be an amazing Grinch at Christmas time. It's going to be a beautiful gnome. It will be beautiful greenery with flowers. It will be beautiful, like mossy green to put on a troll or like one from the Woodlands collection. It's going to just go with so many different patterns, and I really feel like this is a go-to color. They're out of stock on this already. I went back and looked at it and I was like, should I have gotten more? I did the same thing with Goblin, and I regretted not getting more with Goblin, and now I regret not getting more with Pistachio. I did want to take a minute real quick and show you guys the difference for anybody who wasn't able to order one or both of these. The bottom is Goblin, and then the top is Pistachio. So I would say like they're basically like the same green family, but Pistachio is a light version of Goblin. And look how beautiful that is together. Even just doing like a monotone item and using a combination of Pistachio and Goblin, even that would be gorgeous. But definitely recommend getting them if you see them in stock. And hopefully this helps you guys understand the difference in the colors and if you want one, the other, or both. Okay, we've got 2 more colors left. I was wrong earlier. I was able to get Marshmallow, so I was wrong in what I was thinking. I did get that color. So almond butter I think is the main one that I wasn't able to get, and carrot. Those were the 2. So hopefully they come back in stock soon. Here is Marshmallow. It is so beautiful, y'all, in person. This is gorgeous. I love it. This is everything that I hope for in a cream. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big fan of the cream that they normally have. I feel like it's kind of like a yellowish white. So I'm not a big fan of it. And I feel like it doesn't hit the cream tone. This, perfect. This is exactly what I look for when I look for a cream. This is a gorgeous color that I could see using for a lot of different projects out there. Okay, here is cream today, and then Marshmallow is on top. Ooh, if I can get it right. Okay, so Marshmallow's on top, cream's on bottom, and it's kind of hard to see the yellowish tint to the white on camera. I'll see if I can bring that out in post-production a little, but you can definitely see the difference in these 2 colors. And hopefully you'll see why I think Marshmallow is just all around the better cream. And that's all personal preference. Like, there are times that I have really loved using the cream, but I will say that it had to grow on me a little bit. Whereas this Marshmallow, I mean, just straight out of the box, I'm in love. I am in love with it for sure. Okay, and let's round it out with our last color. This is not one of the new colors, but it is new to me, Orchid. I love this. I saw it and I just had to get it for fall. And it's just so gorgeous in person. If you've not seen it, this is Orchid. It's definitely more purple in person than pink. I think the pink comes out on camera a lot more, but it is beautiful. It's just absolutely stunning, and I am so excited to use it. So excited. Okay, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed opening that box of yarn with me and seeing all of the new Parfait Chunky colors. I will say, if you've not used Parfait Chunky, I definitely recommend it. It's very similar to Yarn Bee's Velvety Smooth, except it's not a velvet yarn, but it's very similar to like the thickness and weight of it. It's also a little bit heavier than Big Twist Posh, but smaller than Big Twist Plush. I've not used Sweet Snuggles Light, but I've heard people compare it to that. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that the Parfait Plush that Premier just came out with is going to be like their answer back to the Sweet Snuggles line, or at least the Sweet Snuggles Light.
Hey y'all, post-production Katie here. I forgot to mention that Hobby's Honey Bunny is a great dupe or very similar to Parfait Chunky, so that is another option for you. Okay, back to our regular scheduled program.
But I hope that you really enjoyed the time that we spent together looking at all this yarn. I'm so excited for all of these beautiful fall colors that they've come out with. I hope you all enjoyed this. I really had a fun time looking at all of these fall colors. They're so beautiful. I'm so excited to use all of them. And I'm so here for everything that Premier has been doing with their Parfait line this year. That and Basic Chenille. I feel like they have covered everything that I could dream of and more. So that product department is crushing it. So I wish them so much success as they continue to move forward. They've done a spectacular job, and I just love everything that they've come out with. I hope that y'all really enjoyed this breakdown. If you did, leave a yarn emoji in the comments. I am so thankful for every one of you enjoying this video with me, and I hope that you all have a blessed day, my cuddly blessings. So from my skein to your skein, from my hook to your hook, I wish you nothing but the best, and may you have a blessed day. Bye.